welcome to another edition of the MakeCode Arcade Advanced stream. I'm Richard at Richard on the MakeCode forums.
I'm Joey at JWonderl on the MakeCode forums.
I'm Shannon at Shakao on the MakeCode forums.
And I'm Vivian at LiveTurf on the MakeCode forums.
Just a no-nonsense introduction from me today. You know, keeping it tight, going in to work on this Zelda game. Right, so we're making a Zelda. Joey and I started this last week. Shannon and Vivian, is this the first time you're seeing it?
Yep, it looks cool. Give me
Thanks.
like an
Okay.
overview of the world, please.
Yes, we'll do. Okay, let's restart. All right, so you start out right here, and I did some more tile maps, and also you can probably tell that the color is very different now. I switched the colors because I didn't like them. Originally, I did the tile set in 3 different colors, but when I put them into arcade, it just got matched to like the closest colors, and so I wasn't thrilled with it. And so I did 3 new colors. These are not the colors that I did the tile in just earlier today. I also made a bunch of tile maps, so let's walk through it. All right. So here is our big like church temple thing. Okay. Pretty cool. Over here we got the graveyard.
I'm still enjoying the up and down versions that we did on my joke.
The walking up and down. I like it. Also the sword. I really like this sword. I'm really happy with how the sword came out.
The swoosh is so cool.
Yeah. Okay. So we got a river over here. We go over here. We got a house. This is the town founder, obviously. Got a statue. Yeah, we got these 2 like, huts, igloo things, which I made after watching a lot of Dragon Ball. I'm not a huge fan of, but that's for another.
Is that a window on the other one?
Yeah, it's a bubble window.
Nice.
Yeah, you got a stump over here. Got another one. Another stump. Okay, we got this cool little bridge going across the river. We'll walk across up a wall of stumps. We go up some more, and then there's a cave. And that's the world. And then if we go down, we go into the inky blackness where nothing exists. And we can go back up. All right. So, where we left off last time was we had just done our cool sword. And we had added some basic enemies, which I've taken out of the game because they were annoying me while I was just playing with the tile maps. But I'm going to add them back in now. And we're going to work on like making it so that we can actually, fight them and they can fight us. All right. So let's go ahead. We're going to select. I have a bunch of random tile maps because I've been dragging out a lot of blocks around, but I've just been like slowly filling them in. So I wanna put them down like here in this little empty spot that has the log, because I feel like there's not much going on here. We might as well put some enemies. I think that's this one. Yeah, here we go. So I'm gonna go into my tiles. I'm gonna grab this guy. Hey Joey, what is this guy?
It's a frog rabbit. I tried to draw a frog, but it ended up being a rabbit.
Yeah.
A frogget?
Something. Yeah, so we've got these frog buddies, is I believe what they're called in the code, and they just kind of wander around right now. So just like every second or so, they just choose a direction and move. And they were kind of inspired by the Octoroks that you get in like the Legend of Zelda, which like fire stones around and stuff. We might make them do that later. But for now, we need to start doing some interactions with the sword. So let me explain, I guess, what I want this combat to like feel like. When you hit them, I want them to flash for a bit, become invincible, and also, ideally, we will push them back also. So that, and then for our hero, same thing. When they get hit, we're going to be pushing them back in like an angle away from them, making them invincible for a bit, and also making them flash. And it'll be really short. I think it'll be a little bit more natural once we actually see it happening. But that's the basic idea. And I've done this before in my dungeon game, so I have an idea of how to do it, but let's see. All right. So let's do a Daryl to start things off.
Oh, it's so small.
Yeah, it's not that much code.
Mm.
Most of it is in this, like defining the world up here. So, I've got let's see, I've got a 5x5 tile map grid, and the only reason I've done 5x5 is because if I do one more, it starts stacking. I need to figure out some solution for that. Because it's really nice. I really like laying them out like this, you know? It's nice to look at your array of arrays and then just go in and fill things in.
So one time that we want that horizontal behavior.
Yeah, I might make it so that it's an array of arrays. And then, yeah, just think about that for a bit. And then, but that'll be later. That'll be off stream. So let's go ahead. We're going to close this now, and we're going to go ahead and, well, first we're going to look at what I did for the sword. Okay, so we have a sword sprite, which we set to kind ghost. What?
What?
Why did I make this ghost? Okay, we're going to make this sword, because that makes more sense.
I think we made it ghost because we were talking, like, while we were making it, we were talking about ghosts, ghost through walls,
right.
ghost
I think
through
we were
walls.
talking about ghost through walls, and so I just automatically typed in ghost.
That makes sense, yeah.
All right, we solved the mystery. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and collapse this, and we're going to drag out an overlaps event that we're going to use. So I think first we're going to do our swords hitting the frog bunnies. So let's go ahead. We're going to go down in here. Is that wrong? I'm going to make the frog bunnies hit us first so that I feel less bad about hitting them with swords, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, so on sprite of kind frog bunny overlaps other sprite of kind player. We want to go ahead and do our like hurt animation. So the idea is we want to get the angle between us and we want to get pushed back. And during this time, you won't be able to control using the directions. And then also we'll make it so that when you are being pushed back, you don't change directions. You keep facing in the direction that you're currently facing it. We'll do that in a bit. So to start off, let's go ahead and add an extension.
Which
All right,
extension?
quarter opportunity. Wonderl / arcade sprite util. Yes. Oh, it's done, Vivian.
You had it on the screen. I never mess up arcade sprite util either because I keep a cheat sheet for me nearby. But get into those deep cut extensions, Richard. Then we'll see how good you are.
Yeah, I wrote a lot of them, and I think that does give me a bit of an unfair advantage. All right, so the reason I added sprite utils was because it's going to be useful for getting our angle between the two sprites. So what we're going to do is we're going to be using this angle from, and we want to put in our sprite and other sprite, and we're going to give them a little bit of velocity in this area, like in this direction. And then after a bit, we're going to and we're going to disable controller. Then after a bit, we're going to make the controller come back again. So let's start by disabling the controller, actually. That's probably the best place to start. So we'll just go here. We're going to do move 0, and I'm just going to make this 0. Now we're going to go ahead and give them the velocity. So let's go ahead and, we want sprite utils. We're going to do set velocity at angle. We don't want this to be too fast. I'm going to do like 50 and we'll see how that is. And then this should also be pretty short. So maybe after like 500, we'll do control with the buttons again. What did I? Oh, I just did it with the normal one. I was checking to see what speed I put in for the buttons. And then we want to also make it so that we, what is it? Oh, we need to stop them because right now they're going to just keep moving until you press an arrow. Where are you, hero? There you are. Okay, let's try this out. Frog bunny, hit me, frog bunny.
They don't want to engage, Richard. Leave them alone. They're not going to give you a reason to make a sword.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, the frog bunny glitched.
Oh, information! I love them.
That's pretty good. Maybe we need to have a map somewhere in our game that has just a ton of frog bunnies, because I'm kind of enjoying this. It's kind of hard to move around now, though.
Maybe it can be a hidden level. Like we can have in one of the houses, we can have a bookcase that we have to move to the side, and then you go through, and it's a frog bunny farm.
Yeah, we'll do something, because this is pretty cute. So one nice thing though about doing our game this way, where we have just like small tile maps that are connected, is that we can have a lot of sprites, and it doesn't end up being that bad, especially if they're not animated, which they aren't. So yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, let's restart though. We want to get rid of those guys. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and do the despawning right now while we're thinking about it. So we're gonna go into tile maps. We're going to do destroy all sprites of kind. Just somewhere in here. Oh, here we go. And then we're going to destroy all those frog bunnies. Sorry, frog bunnies. And now we hopefully won't have that happen anymore. Okay. So we want to set our velocity to 0. We want to stop moving. That looked okay for now. We'll tweak it later once we actually have like the combat going. One thing though, which you might have noticed, is that so I'm going to like hit the frog bunny, and I turn around. That's not what we want. We don't want it to be like, no frog bunny today. We want it to be like, frog bunny. So to make that happen, we're going to go into our character animation extension, and we're going to set our character animations off. So we're going to turn them off. I'm going to go ahead and change this to be hero. And we're going to enable character animations false. And at the end, we're going to do enable character animations true. By the way, I made several fixes to the character animations extension from the last stream, so it works a lot better now.
Wait, like what fixes? What was bad?
Okay, so
I mean, really, they were just some minor bugs, right?
Yeah.
Like they weren't anything in particular. They were just small annoyances throughout.
Yeah. So the main things were there was problems with like, and this still happens sometimes, and I haven't been able to nail it down, but it happens much less now. You would be facing the wrong direction that your sword would be going in. And so I fixed that by changing the update priority of the event. So it used to just run inside of a game.onUpdate, but now I give it its own event handler, so it runs at the right priority. It's kind of, technical game engine stuff, but it runs much better now. The other things I did was there were a few bugs with evaluating rules of what things should currently run. I know I didn't see it on the other stream, but I saw it in streams we've had in the past, where I was doing things like saying facing right and moving, and then also just a rule that was just moving. And it was like the moving and facing right should be running if you're like moving to the right, but just moving was like overriding it. And I figured out what was causing that bug. It was a stupid mistake on my part, but I fixed it. And I am writing up documentation on this extension right now, so it will be coming soon to the official extension list. I just need to write examples for everything. Well, look,
I can't say that bug does have a fun idea though, where like obviously we know in Zelda you have the slash and it sends out a ray when you're at full health.
Yeah.
We could do like slash and you send out a little spinny one, because that's kind of like, it looks like a boomerang effect when you make it so it slashes in the wrong direction. Because it's like slashing at you.
Yeah, we'll figure something out later, I think. Okay, all right. So we've got this basic going. We're facing the right direction. We end up turning around once the thing is over, but I'm not gonna fix that right now. No, I'll fix it. Okay, so the way I can fix this is we need a little bit of time in between when we run and when we stop moving and when the character animations actually stop. So that gives us time to like reset. And actually, this won't work. Yeah, never mind. I'm not gonna fix it. It'll be annoying. Okay, so the last thing I wanted to do is I wanted to make it so that our character like flashed, like like inverted colors. Oh, whoops! I dragged out that block. All right, so how we're going to do that is we're going to go into our animations extension, we're going to do a just regular old animation on this guy once we've disabled the things. And the way we're going to do this is we're going to, let's see, change this to be hero. We're going to make an array of images. So this thing, this animation editor, it really just returns an array of images. And I don't want to have to do this flashing animation for every single state that my little mouse guy can be in. So we're just going to do it on the fly. And so we're going to do, I think we'll do this as a function. Say like make blinking animation. And we're going to take in a sprite, which is going to be the sprite that we want to do. And this is going to return an array of images. Because I feel like we're probably also going to use this for like the frog bunnies later. Okay, so what we want to do is we're going to make an empty array. So let's go ahead and get this, put it down here. We're going to call this animation array. And we need to add two things to this. We need to add one where it's just the normal sprite, and we need to add one where it is inverted. So the way we can do that is we're going to go into our sprites, and we're going to get the image of the sprite. So this one right here. And the first thing we want to do is we just want to add a clone of this image to the array. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go into arrays. We're going to do add value at end. Here, change this to animation array. And there we go. We've just got a, the first frame is just the image of our sprite. Now we're going to do a second one, and this one we're going to invert, but for now we're just going to add the image. And now to invert it, we're going to use the replace color block to replace a bunch of the colors. So let's go into our images category, and we've got a replace function somewhere in here, change color. And I think the main thing we want to do is, so one quick thing. So I changed the color palette of the game in code. So this doesn't match what my color palette is. What I need to do is I need to remember which colors I used. And the colors I used was black, tan, and white. So I think what we want to do is we want to invert the black and the white and leave tan the same. To do that, though, it's going to be a little tricky because we can't just do change all white to black and then change all black to white. Because what will happen is all of the white stuff will turn black, and then all of that stuff that we just turned black will also turn back to white, and we're just going to end up with an image that, you know, doesn't have any black in it. So we need to do a temporary color. So what we're going to do is we're going to change all white to pink, change all black to white, and then change all pink to black. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, and I'm now going to go ahead and I need a clone for this. We can clone this guy and put this in a variable. I'm gonna go ahead and add this picture to the end, and then we'll do the color changing. All right, and let's just return this array. So inside of functions, we're going to go ahead and grab a return block, grab our animation array, return it. And the nice thing about returning it is now that we have a round version of this block, I can just put this straight into my animation block because it expects an array. So then change this to hero, turn a loop on, make this like 200. And yeah, let's see what happens. Okay, we probably need to stop this looping. So we're going to, inside of this after 500, we're going to do stop all animations. And also, let's make this like 100 milliseconds. Yeah, that looked good. be good, right? Cool. Okay. So, our frog buddy can now do damage. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take a function. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to make this deal damage to player hero. And we're going to take this because I have a feeling we're going to be doing more of this. Oh, and then we'll take this and do edit function, and we're going to do like source. And what we'll do now is we're going to put all this in here and change this sprite to be source. And then we're going to call this function this needs to be hero. There we go. And I'll go ahead and put our sprite in there as our source of damage. All right, cool. Okay, so we did that. Let's now do the opposite direction. Hey, does someone want to volunteer? Shannon, I'm looking at you to make me little heart containers.
Ooh, sure.
Yeah, I thought you would like that. Sometimes I give fun drawing assignments, you know? All right. So let's go ahead. We're going to now work on our the damage in the other direction. So let's go ahead and do another overlaps of it. This time it's going to be between kind sword and kind frog bunny. And what do you think? Should our frog bunnies just take one hit? We're definitely going to want enemies that like take more hits at some point, you know? But
I feel like they have to take. I feel like 2 is good. 2 hits, and like it's pretty easy to run up to them with just 1.
all right, we'll make it 2. So that means we have to add an extension. I think you guys know what it is. You ready?
Yeah.
Arcade.
Sprite.
Right.
Data.
We're getting better at it.
I don't want to say anything, but Shannon was backwards from everybody. It had to be said.
I think I switched directions halfway through the word arcade, and then it was just wrong. I don't know which way.
It's tough if you look at your reflection in the Teams thing, because it's flipped for you, but not everybody else.
I have no idea which direction is first. Like,
Right
I don't.
first.
Okay.
It's okay,
Okay.
though. It was with great gusto, so it doesn't really matter.
Gusto is the most important thing. Can someone add that to the things we're about?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. So, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was giving health to the frog bunnies. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to do a onCreated event so that I don't have to put everything inside of our onTileMapLoaded function. We're going to do onCreated sprite of kind frog bunny. We're going to go into sprite data. And we're going to set the data as a number. So grab this guy. Make this a sprite. Make this a health. Make this a 2. There we go. Now what we want to do is we're going to make it so that we can. Oh wait, guys, I made a mistake. So I made it that when we take damage, we need to temporarily make the player goes through sprites. Gosh, good thing I thought.
Sorry, what?
Good thing I thought about this now. There we go. All right. Okay. So we're going to write some really similar code. Yeah. What we're going to do is actually, you know, maybe I should just copy and paste this. Duplicate. Get out of here. Go away. Done with you. Okay. So we're going to set the velocity of our little frog bunny, and we're just going to do this like this for now. Right now, they're aligned to the grid. And this might get a little weird. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping it'll be fine. So we're going to change this to be our, we'll make it the, like, relative to the sword, I think. See, we don't care about character animations. This time we want to animate the other sprite. We want to change this to be other sprite. We want to change this to be sprite. Oh no, we don't want to do the sword's velocity. Yeah, Vivian seems to have noticed my mistake.
It doesn't matter though. It doesn't mean a quarter. So you're free to make these mistakes, Richard.
You're gonna change this to be other sprite. Do this, set velocity to 0, and then set the ghost through sprites off. Get rid of that. Yay. The other thing we need to do is we need to do our health of the enemy. So to do that, we're going to go back into sprites. We're going to scroll down to the bottom and get our data as number. Make this other sprite, get their health. And what we're going to do is if the, well, actually, first we should probably change it. So let's go down to here. We will change the health up here by number -1. And then if the health equals 0, then we're going to destroy them. You want to use an effect? It's not going to match our palette. Disintegrate will. Vivian does not like that we're disintegrating the frog bunnies.
Oh, I don't like what Shannon's doing in our chat.
Shannon, what are you doing?
Really, Vivian? Because you replied with OMG incredible. So,
No.
That was
Sure
in response
sounds
to
like
unsigned
that.
Arduino, clearly.
Clearly, there's nothing incredible about mint chocolate chip ice cream, Shannon. If there is, we need to find you some more incredible things.
Ah, this is great. All right, so I can hit him a second time and disintegrate.
That's
Oh, wow.
terrifying.
So aggressive.
That's great.
Okay.
Joey, it's
So
your
can we
fault for
say that
making
they're frog bunny spirits? Like they're bunny spirits with frog spirits that combine, so it doesn't feel as bad disintegrating?
This is your fault, Joey. You made a
Oh.
cute thing as the enemy.
You're right. I'll accept the blame.
I was like, please make an enemy, and Joey was like, oh, I'm gonna make a frog.
Wait, have you all seen my other enemy yet?
Other enemy?
No.
Other
Yeah,
enemy?
Snake.
Oh, Snake.
Snake is also. Maybe you feel bad for killing it.
I don't feel bad.
I might have lost the Snake, Joey.
It's fine. It's somewhere in the chat history. We'll find it later.
Oh, Dobix also gave me one.
Yeah.
Can you send me the Dobix one? And also the Snake. But I'll have the Dobix one next.
Let's see.
All right, Shannon, did you give me hearts? Nice.
I give you a heart.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. All right, so this is 9 by 8. And, oh, I like it. Okay, so the idea is we're going to have these hearts, and they're going to be, we're going to have them up in the top right, and normally how we do lives is we just have this, like, times 3 or whatever, and then they like disappear. I don't want to do that. I prefer to have them where they're just like these little containers that fill in and like unfill in, so you can see how many you've lost. So we're gonna do it like that. And so we're gonna make a function that's going to be like controlling our health. So let's make a function that's going to be like update health, and I think it's going to take in two numbers. It's going to take in like current, and it's going to take in max. And I have another important question for everybody. Are we doing half hearts? I think we should.
I like
half hearts.
I like half hearts.
Look good.
Sorry, what did you say, Shannon?
Sorry, I'm trying to unmute. I think it'll look good.
All right, cool.
Oh, you already put in the bench, right? Because I sent the bench at the same time as the snake.
I did put in the bench.
Okay.
I haven't. Wait, did I put in the bench? Man, I really dropped the ball. And like,
I'll find it again if we need it.
Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and do health. So we're going to create a bunch of sprites, which are going to be our health sprites. And I think we're going to go ahead and make a kind for this. It's going to be health. And we're going to make a kind so that whenever we update the health, I think the easiest way to do this is just going to be, we're going to go into TILEMAPS, and we're just going to destroy all sprites of kind health. And then we're just going to recreate all of them. And now what we're going to do is we're going to do a loop. And we're going to do an index, and we're going to do for index from 0 to, because we're doing half hearts, we're going to do max divided by 2. So that we create a heart for each. And now what we're going to do is we're going to basically check the index versus our current, and we can see that if our index equals our current or if our index is less than our current, that's what we're going to use to change the sprite image. So this is going to be our empty heart. Let's go ahead and create it for now. This new heart. We're also going to set some flags on it. So we're going to go into sprites, grab a flag. And the most important one, which actually we don't actually need, I'm realizing now because we don't have a camera in this game. But I'm going to do it anyway. Is we're going to set relative to camera on.
What do you mean you don't have a camera in this game?
We don't. The camera doesn't move.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's just TILEMAPS.
One of the benefits of doing this single screen style thing. Okay.
Is this easier to do with sprites or possibly as a renderable? Sprites will be easy enough either way.
Sprites is easy enough. Okay, so we're gonna set the top to always be the same. We're gonna set it to be like 3. That's probably fine. And then we want to go ahead and spawn these guys. So let's make sure that we call this function 1, so that I don't owe a quarter.
Richard, I have a question for you.
I'm getting too close.
Richard, what's your controversial question?
I'll answer your question, but it's just going to be in 1 sec after I'm done. Doing this.
I had no sense of when you were gonna call this function. Really, it was just like out of nowhere for me. I've been prepping for this moment for minutes.
So let's see. You were asking what was my controversial programming opinion for today? There's too many types of comments in C-like languages.
Which one would you pick if you had to take only one?
I guess // I think that's what I got to go with. Really, I'd be okay if there was like 2, like // and then like /**, and then each line starts with a star. But some people like to do even more complicated ones. Yeah. Actually, you need /* so that you can do inline comments. Okay, I would take /*.
Wait, what are the more complicated ones that you're thinking of? I've done a cute one where you can toggle it on and off by just inserting a slash at the beginning, which is the same as it's /* but just arranged in such a way that it toggles between 2 snippets.
Oh, The one that I don't like is when people do it so that it's like slash star, but then they don't start each line with a star.
Oh, that's just awful.
I don't like that.
They should go to jail for that.
Okay, well, that's a little strong. I don't think so. Okay, so we're going to do 2 plus the index times. And then what's the width of our image? 8. 9. It is 9.
Richard's
so we're going to do
sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Your controversial programming topic for today is that 8 is 9.
8 is 9.
9 is 8.
Yeah. Shannon, do you think I should give these guys a double outline?
Ooh, maybe. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let me do that. So I'm gonna add 2 to both of these. Move it into the center.
Be a tan second outline?
Should it be a tan second outline?
I feel like we use tan as an accent most of the time.
I was going to use it as black, and then they were going to be filled with tan if they're active, you know?
That makes sense, yeah.
There you go. Just like that. You won't see it most of the time, but you will see it like up here. Yeah, so that's way more readable than it was, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to actually change the image. So we're going to have 3 different kinds of images. So right now we're just always using this empty one. But if the index is equal to whatever we're currently on, that means we should be doing a half heart. And if it's like less than, that means we should do a full heart. So to do that, let's go ahead and put in our if statements. We're going to do a comparison. So we'll do a little thing right here. We're going to do index is less than current. And then we're going to do else if index equals current. And then we don't need to do an else because we already are setting the default one to be empty. Let's go ahead and get a set image right here. Change this to be new heart. Oh wait, I can just drag this out. Oop. All right. So this one should be a full heart. This one should be a half heart. Let's see. I'll give you the bigger part, you know? Should we do it like that? Nah, I should give the bigger part. Let's see. Ah, Shannon, this looks great.
Half heart was a great idea.
Yeah, I love half hearts. We don't have enough pixels to do quarter hearts, but a lot of Zelda games do quarter hearts. All right, so let's now do taking damage and such. So we're going to go ahead and start out our. How much health should you start out with? The classic 3 hearts. Oh, we should put heart containers in this game. That'll be fun.
Put heart what?
So in Zelda games, there are these things called heart containers that you can find. And when you get them, they give you another heart. There's also pieces of heart. And if you get 4 of them, then you make a new heart container. So there's like 2 ways to increase your health. That's the sound it makes.
Is it in all the games?
Yeah, I think pretty much. Yeah. Okay. So we need to go to our damage dealing function. So deal damage to hero. And we're going to do a, let's see. I'm going to go into variables. Oh, we should probably make a variable for this. Current health. And then we're going to change our current health by -1. Then we're going to call our function. With current health, make another variable. Max health. Sounds like, I don't know, kind of a lame superhero.
Richard, it's good to take care of your health. Gotta appreciate.
I'm not saying it's not. Okay, and we're gonna go into here and we're going to put in an if, and we're going to check to see if the current health is equal to 0, and if it is, it's gonna be game over. We'll do a little animation too. I'll do that in a second. Else, let's go to something else. Okay. So let's go over to our on start, and we're going to set our current health to be the right value. So where are you at on start? There you are. And we want to start out with, I think, 6 and 6. So that will give us 3 hearts. And then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to our, wait, why did that give us 4 hearts? Oh, it's 0 indexed. 2 and 2, wait, that's not right. Okay, wait, 3, okay, wait, so it should be 2 and 4. Okay, I made a mistake. Let's go figure it out. Okay, we're 0 indexed, so we need to add 1 to these index things. We don't want to be 0 indexed for health because that's just hard to think about. Guys, did you just see? I was going to grab the divide, but then I grabbed the plus. I'm growing.
You're evolving into Super Richard.
Oh, I don't know if the world can handle it.
This is your training arc. You're gonna grab for the wrong one, but you didn't.
All right, cool. So let's go ahead and do 6, 6. Gives us 3 hearts. And why are you giving us 4 hearts?
Max -1? Oh.
There we go. 3 hearts. All right. The other thing I want to do is I want to take this function that's like updating the hearts, which I was just at, and we're going to go ahead and set these variables in here so that we don't have to constantly set them all over the place, you know? So we can just call this function, and we can do like a minus, and then everything should work out. Do. All right. Cool, let's go take damage.
Woo!
Ow. 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 Okay, something's not right here. Oh, right. Okay, all right. I made a lot of mistakes today.
It's like when you work out and you're building your strength. You know, you got to tear it down a little bit so you can grow back stronger. This is this code.
I feel like it's also sort of like how you're working out, and sometimes you focus too much on some things, like not acquiring quarters. But it's like you're skipping out on leg day right now, right? You're focusing only on not acquiring more quarters, and then you're making smaller mistakes because of that.
You got to have a well-rounded workout coding regimen and earn so many quarters, Richard. All the quarters.
Okay. Wait, all right. Let me think about this. Okay, so we're going index from 0 to whatever, and then we're going to say if current is odd. Okay, wait. If index equals current divided by 2, index plus 1 equals current divided by 2 and is odd, then it should be a half heart. Solved it. It's gonna work 100% this time. How do we check if something's odd? Say it in unison. 3, 2, 1.
You
remainder
mod it. And then check to see if it's what?
Perfect, guys.
It's more of a
Now's the question of whether our index is going to mess it up, because we're treating it half the time as 0 based and half the time as 1 based. So will we get the...
The answer is yes. Okay, so we should get rid of these plus ones because that was a bad idea. Now everything's right.
Nice.
Woo, let's take damage.
Okay, so it's not, the half hearts is never working. Okay, so index equals current divided by 2, and this should be in a floor or something.
Were we distracting you too much? Is that why?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm just bad at math.
Math is hard. How can we do math if we're not a math wizard? Tell me that.
Okay, wait, guys, help me out here.
Mm-hmm.
So the two things we're checking right now are we on the last heart, and is it odd? Right? That's what we're intending to check.
Yeah. So if index is less than current divided by 2, then that means that it should be full. If index equals current divided by 2, or rather the floor of current divided by 2, and the remainder of current divided by 2 is equal to 1, then it should be a half heart. That's right?
Mm-hmm. So if we have 3 as our current, and
so
the max is 6.
So let's say our current is 5 and our max is 6, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So then what happens is, if index is less than current divided 2, which it will be up till, what is it, 2, and then for 3, it's going to say index equals the floor of current divided by 2, which it is not. Yes, it does, because the index is 2. And the remainder of the current divided by 2 is equal to 1, which it is, and it should be a half heart.
Max divided by 2.
Why can't I do math? Why? Can anyone think of an easier way to do this? Math wizard?
I'm confused by the index less than current divided by 2. Can you explain that one to me again? Mm-hmm.
Okay, so index is less than the current divide. So we have half as many hearts as we have
Health.
Is that
health, right?
Is that the empty heart image?
Each heart is 2 hits.
Yeah, but is that the...
Yeah.
Okay, that's the index is less than...
Right. So if index is less than current divided by 2, right? So that'll make it so that up until... Oh, I guess that is the issue.
Should it be greater than?
No, it should be less than, but I think it should be like -1. Or maybe it should just be floor. Maybe it should just be floor.
I can't read that. Is that current plus 2 or current divided by 2?
Divided.
I think it's divided. Okay.
Is this a test of our math or a test of our eyesight? Am I right?
Yeah.
All right, that was it.
Is that a gold star for Vivian?
Wait, no, I figured it out.
Oh, but she pointed out that equation. And
I
said
guess,
it
yeah.
fun.
Yes. Yes, that's a gold star for Vivian. Sounds less like air horns every time you do it.
I think this time I was going for a fast plane. I'm flying so close with the stars.
All right, cool. We got our health. So let's also test our sword against the frog bunnies. Hit. Oh yeah. Wait, no, we already tested this. I remember because I was watching them happily disintegrate. Okay. So let's go ahead and do our game over now. So what I wanted to do is I want all of the enemies to be destroyed. I want you to be frozen, and I want you to spin around in a circle, and then it'll be game over. So we're going to do destroy. All sprites of kind frog bunny. We already took away your ability to move. And now we're going to do this animation. So I'm going to go ahead and get our mouse image, which is on start. There we are. Gonna do a quick animation. So let's go ahead over here. We're gonna drag this one out. Go ahead and paste, plus paste, turn, duplicate, turn, duplicate, turn. And to set this to be a pretty low interval, turn loop on, change this to be hero. And then after 500 or so, we'll do game over. Okay, let's try this out. Ouch. 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 I'm so bad at swinging swords. Yay. Okay, that should be longer, I think. We'll make it like 1500. And I'm not going to do game over because I don't like game over. We're just going to do reset. Ouch. 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 Whoa.
I feel like the spinning is usually a thing of joy. It's sad that we're bringing it to a game over or a death.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Well, I think that about does it for today. Is there anything else quick that you guys think we should do?
No.
Topics images. Let's do it.
Do you need us to go hunting, or will you find it?
Joey, can you paste these?
I will see if I can, but everything is running pretty slow right now.
Yeah, okay, no problem. I'll open up a second browser and do it from there.
I have a question for you, Richard.
Yeah.
Would you rather eat mint chocolate chip ice cream in good weather or bad weather?
It does feel like a very bad weather sort of vibe to me.
I think good weather.
I mean, wouldn't you rather drink hot chocolate in bad weather? What are you saying about hot chocolate, Joey?
Well, for different reasons. I just think of bad weather when I think of mint chocolate chip.
Joey, bad for hot chocolate. Bad for the MakeCode stream.
I just think, why ruin a good day with mint chocolate chip ice cream? You may as well bundle all the bad things in together.
Like, I'll have hot chocolate on a good day, too.
Vivian also hates hot chocolate, is what I'm hearing.
You can't do this fight right now, guys. You can't do this fight right now. So we got this wonderful enemy from Dodix, which is actually in Link's Awakening, which this game is inspired by. There is someone just like this. He's like a chain chomp, and I was always like, why is there a chain chomp in the Zelda game? But yeah, they call him a dog, despite the fact that he's clearly like a chain chomp, So let's go ahead. We're going to real quick put these into the game. So we're going to do a copy and we're going to make a tile for them. So let's go ahead and go into our tile map. And I'm not going to do everything for them because I want these guys to have a particular style of movement that I'm not going to do just yet. But we can at least add a tile for them. So we'll go into here, do a paste, and I think we just want to get the mouth in there. Yeah, you can tell what that is.
That is a very scary tile.
And now we'll just put one right here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go into our unloaded. Where's our on tile map loaded? There it is. Okay, so we're going to loop over all of our scary tiles. So many tiles in this game.
They look
there we go.
Incredible.
Did you notice I copied over your dirt tiles?
Mine?
Yeah.
You mean just like the solid color?
No, these ones.
Really? What? I did not notice.
They're your path tiles from the time game. I had a different path here, but I didn't like how it looked at all. And I was like, I just really liked Vivian's. And so I went and grabbed those.
Love it. Well, I'm proud. It's done so much in the world.
I love how big these guys are. Okay. So the thing I want to do is I want to have them hopping around. So it'll be like hop, 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 until they see you. And then they're going to be like, look at you, and then go like, lunge. It's going to be cool. We're not going to do that just yet, though. We're just going to spawn them for now. We'll go ahead and place them on top of the value, and we're going to make a new kind. This one's going to be shop. And we're also going to make sure that we destroy all of these guys.
Joey, look at chat.
Oh, gotta make this new enemy also. All right, and now to make sure that we remember, I'm also gonna go into here and gonna repaste this.
Yeah, nice. So are we gonna use just the animation for the movement of the chain chomp equivalent?
Yeah.
Like a movement animation? We have to make a custom one?
Yep.
Okay, that'll be pretty good.
Yeah. So we'll do that tomorrow or whenever I'm in the driver's seat next. But we gotta go. I'm Richard at Richard on the MakeCode forum. Thanks for watching.
I'm Joey at JWonderl on the MakeCode forum.
I'm Shannon at Checkout on the MakeCode forum.
I'm Vivian at LiveTruthful on the MakeCode forum.
See you later.